Hey, what's going on, and welcome back to Trading Options Network. It's been an interesting day so far, and of course, let's go ahead and get this disclaimer out of the way. Everything, of course, as always, is solely for educational purposes only, and is not the opinion of Trading Options Network. Also, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on your favorite social media to stay up to date with everything. That being said, we're getting right into this. So far, the SPY has done literally nothing since earlier this morning. But the interesting thing about that, and I'm going to go ahead and go straight into our trade. So, COHR, Coherent Corporation. We're down a little bit from where we opened up, but if we go ahead and look at our charts, we are still looking green on the day. It's still a bullish candle. I'm not worried about it at all. I like the setup still, so we're going to continue to watch it. Again, if it does drop below $74, it will probably close it for a loss. But again, we just opened it up today. It has plenty of time to grow in value, so I'm not worried about it yet. Again, Coherent Corporation, we have 39 days until expiration. So again, unless it has a pretty deep pullback, we're going to leave it as is for now. I'm not worried about that loss. McDonald's. We opened that one up earlier as well. We'll come back to that one in a minute because since it's a bear. Roblox had some phenomenal news today. It got a upgrade in the stock price. I forget by who. Let me just pull it up really quick. It is actually more. I got more good news. So Wells Fargo raised it from 41 to 43. And then the other one, I don't know where it went. There was another one. I could have sworn there was, but I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But nonetheless, I like where we are at right now with Roblox. We are currently at... Come on. Oh, shoot, I just realized something. COHR is still on my watch list down here. I can get rid of that and put it up here. COHR. Let's go ahead and get to our positions. All right, so we got Roblox. There we go. So Roblox is currently trading at $39.75. Now, I want to point something out really quick. Now, would we have made more money had we done just straight calls? Even if we still stayed at that 3%, yes, we would have. But let's go ahead and look at this really quick. So right now we're up $7,300, okay, on this trade, which is obviously very, very nice. I will take that any day of the week. Pardon me. That being said, though, of this $7,300 that we are up, had we just bought straight calls, we'd have bought about 60 calls. Because, again, we were at $6,000, so maybe a couple more than 60. But we're just going to use the 60 for now. And we would have bought them at 94 cents each. Right now, they're at $2.30. So that is a difference of $1.36. So if we had 60 calls, and right now they are worth $1.36, okay, in profit, okay, times 100, we'd be at $8,100. So we literally, by opening up the verticals, we literally are only $800. And I know that sounds like a lot, but when you're talking about an $8,000 gain, that's not a huge difference between opening up straight calls and opening up verticals. The difference between that, however, is if the stock were to start going down, it would go down at a slower pace because we would have a lower delta overall. So it would go down at a slower pace, and we'd be able to get out of the trade quicker with a smaller loss with the vertical. Okay, so again, I like vertical spreads. I like diagonal spreads. It's rare. I know we did it with Coherent here because it looked very, very juicy. And again, for the one day, with 39 days till expiration, it might be pulling back just a little bit. I'm not worried about that. But again, I love spreads. Spreads are my friend for sure. SOXX, let's go to the next one here. Actually, I'm going to put McDonald's on here as well. I can get rid of McDonald's there. All right. Anyway, so SOXX, green on the day. I like it. I like it a lot. So again, nothing's changing here. We're still in a great spot. I know it only says we're up 610, but we have a long ways to go. So again, it's a beautiful position to be in. T-Mobile, we are now up an additional $200 from what we were this morning. We look at that chart really quick. It's definitely come back up from its lows. Again, it did go ahead and test that 20, but look what it did. It bounced right off of it, so that's a bullish sign. So we're not doing anything with this yet. We do still have the alert. By the way, the alert is actually to, well, email me if it goes below 178.57. I'm sorry, I said email, I meant text me, 178.57. So we actually did drop below that. I did get an alert. But again, I wanted to see how it was going to react to that 20-day, so I didn't close it. And again, it reacted how I would want it to, being in this position, so we're going to let it go for a little while longer. And then finally, McDonald's. McDonald's is looking nice as well. Okay, again, we are up $285 on it. We opened it literally today. It's going to be a shorts position. We're only going to hold it for a maximum of 4 days, but it does expire this Friday. All we want it to do is drop down to around that 245 level and have it expire on 245 on Friday. So again, it's looking nicely for us, or it's looking nice, I should say. I'm happy where that one's at. Of course, you know, things can always change. That's why you have to continue to monitor your trades. But if we look at this, since last Monday, we are up $8,500. Now, I know a lot of that is coming from Roblox, looking very nice for us. Again, I gave that one a 3. So of these 5 trades so far in the past week, that one had my highest confidence score of a 3 so far. I don't go higher than 3 very often. But again, that one had a confidence level of 3, and sure enough, it's paying off for us. So, you know, I'm liking where that one is at. We used $6,000 in why can't I think of it? $6,000 in funds for this trade, and we are currently up about 6,000. So now here's the crazy thing. Okay, we do want to monitor it. We absolutely want to monitor it, because if it were to drop, down here around 37 by Friday, it's going to be a $12,000 swing. We don't want that, obviously. So the last thing we want to do is just let this go and hope that it just finishes above $39. So I'm actually going to go ahead, and even though, I'm actually going to put an alert at 39.25. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to 39.25. Oh, 39.2 is good enough for me to start with. Alert, create alert. At or above. Nope, we want at or below 39.25. So if it does drop below 39.25, I'm going to get notified by a bell and a push notification. So I'm not, I shouldn't say I'm not worried. I'm really not worried, but if this does start dropping and does drop below 39.25, I will probably close this trade and hopefully take almost a max gain. It won't be quite max, because in order to get a max gain, it would have to go to expiration. But we can get close to a max gain this week due to the fact that the theta is running low. So there we go, 39.25. Create. Okay. So there we go. We have our alert set for Roblox, McDonald's. Again, there's no reason to set an alert yet, in my opinion. Same with SOXX. It's looking good. So that's where we're at right now. And I really like all the positions at the moment. So we're going to continue to watch them, as always. If we go ahead and look at our other charts, on the bull watch list, we have Kimberly Clark. I will say we could potentially open up a position here, as it did dip down below the 20, and this is kind of the opposite of what I was talking about this morning, when we had one that jumped above the 20 and then started moving back below it. I called that a bull trap, because it looked like it was going to start moving up, and then it came back right down. Well, this one did the exact opposite. It went right below the 20, okay, And it essentially said, nope, I'm just kidding. That's a bear trap. And it probably trapped a lot of bears. And now it's continuing to move up. So this is looking good. I don't know if I want to quite make a trade on it yet. Let's see what happens tomorrow. If it goes up tomorrow, if it gaps up a little bit, or if it's just a nice green day, then we could potentially open up a trade here. I mean, the high was 142.20. It's at 139, so there's definitely some upside there that we can take advantage of. But overall, we don't want to jump into it yet because it did just dip below that 20. We don't want to go from a bear trap to a bull trap, right? We want to get confirmation that this was in fact a bear trap, and this isn't just, a slight bounce off of these bottoms, because when it did hit the 50-day, and God forbid it wants to go back down and challenge that 50-day moving average again, it could easily do that. So again, we want to watch and see what happens tomorrow, see if it continues to want to move up, or if this is a bear trap followed by a bull trap. So that being said, I don't have much else for you. Okay, again, we're just going to continue to monitor our trades. That Roblox trade is looking very nice, as is the T-Mobile and the semiconductor ETF, and so far McDonald's. The only thing that we are currently negative on right now in terms of our trades is that Coherent Corporation, but again, we just opened it, has 39 days till expiration. The chart itself still looks nice, so I'm not worried about that little tiny loss today. So we'll keep looking at it. We'll keep watching everything. I'm going to keep streaming, keep screening for more trades, as I always do. I do like where we're at right now. There's no need to really jump into more trades, especially while we have a couple that are looking very nice for us at the moment. So let's continue to watch it. I will say the fact that we had those 3 nice green bars last week to finish the week off on, was that Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday? And then we're looking like we don't really want to go much higher. We do have a lot of economic data that's going to be coming out this week. So we might want to just kind of sit still for a little while and see what happens before we open up more trades. This could, for me, this is just there's too much data to be coming out this week. No one's participating today. They want to see what some of this data looks like. I think the data is going to look just fine personally, but we'll see what happens. It might even look fine, but the market, for whatever reason, may just react negatively to it. I don't know why it would, but you never know. That's why, we had to wait for it to actually happen. So that being said, I don't really have anything else. I hope you guys are making some money. I hope you're following the trades. Keep on making money and making those trades, and we'll all be profitable together.